Saraswati Vidyalaya Union High School and Junior College welcomes all the students of Standard 9. I, Mrs. Manisha Chaudhary, will present Political Science Chapter 6 International Problems Part 5. Let us continue further, students. Last time we had seen about terrorism and how because of that the problems of refugees also has come up. Let us continue further. In the picture you can see, students, that there is explosion seen, and now let us continue further. Find out why are many people from Syria becoming refugees. Now let me answer this question to you. People from Syria fear the violence created by the terrorist organization ISIS, that is Islamic State of Iraq and Syria. Hence they are forced to leave their country and take refuge in other nations. So these people, they are living and they are becoming refugees. They are leaving their own country because of the violence created by the ISIS. Second question. From which other countries are swarms of refugees coming? In India, now we are talking about India, refugees are coming in from Bangladesh. Also several refugees from Syria and Central Asia are entering Europe. If you see of other countries, then from Syria and Central Asia, many refugees, they are entering Europe. So now we are going to see what are these refugees and what are the problems of the refugees. Now students, refugees means a person who has been forced to leave their country or home because there is a war, and this is for political or religious or social reasons. Now let us see the problems of the refugees. People who have to leave their motherland against their wishes or are forced to go to other nations seeking refuge or for security are called as refugees. So now here you can see it is given in detail that all those people who are forced to leave their motherland, their own native land, against their wishes, and they are forced to go to other nations in order to seek shelter, seeking refuge, or for security. It is either for security, to save life, or for seeking refuge. They are called as refugees. Let us continue. People become refugees due to torture or persecution for belonging to a particular race or religion, due to war or a disaster, etc. In such situations, people are forced to leave their own country and seek shelter in another country. So students, I'll explain to you till here. Now, why these people are forced to leave their own country? So it is either because of racial discrimination, that is because of the torture, high caste, low caste, and because of that race, religion, or due to war, or might be because there is a war there in that place, or a disaster, natural disaster, or a calamity, that it can be an earthquake, or it can be some tsunami or floods, etc. Now let us continue further. In such situations, people are forced to leave their own country and seek shelter in another country. So these people are forced to leave that country and go and reside in another place to protect their life, to lead a good life. So they are forced because all these circumstances. I'll continue further with reading, students. Before the Second World War, the Jews were tortured in Germany. Their citizenship and property was confiscated. Due to this, the Jews became refugees. So there is one example. If you see of Germany, before Second World War, the Jews were heavily tortured in Germany. You might have seen in the news also, the earlier Discovery Channel and all that, they show sometimes how the real pictures, how the Jews were tortured. Their citizenship and property was confiscated. So it was taken away that time, their citizenship, then their property, and especially it was during Hitler's time. This all was there. Hitler became the dictator of Germany. That time it was all this. So the Jews, they left that place and they became refugees, and they were not even allowed to leave. They were just put to death. They were made to do work, and those who could not work and those who were weak, they were just put to death. That was the condition of the Jews there that time in Germany, if you might have read the news. Now next I will continue. In 1971, the people in East Pakistan turned refugees and came to India seeking refuge due to political and religious persecution. In the last few years, due to the warlike situations in Iraq and Syria, a lot of people are leaving Syria as refugees. We can cite many such examples of refugees. So, the next example is with East Pakistan, when in 1971, when East Pakistan separated from Pakistan and declared themselves later on when they got independence as Bangladesh. That time many refugees, they came to India for seeking shelter here, and they became refugees due to political and religious persecution which was going on there in that part. And then we saw that due to warlike situations in Iraq and Syria, there a lot of people, they were leaving Syria as refugees. They were leaving Syria as refugees. So all these examples are of refugees. And let's continue further. You can see in the picture that how the refugees built up tents and they leave their own native place, and they are forced due to the situations there to leave, and then they have to take shelter like this in tents, and they come as refugees to other places or other neighboring countries. When people of any country are forced to leave their own country as refugees, they have to face many problems. The most important problem is to decide where to go. And will that nation give us shelter? These are the questions that they face. Secondly, they have to also take along with them other members of their family. It involves a lot of physical and emotional stress. So, students, these refugees who are forced to leave their own country might be because of the conditions which are out of their control, or because of many such problems that they have to save their life and they have to leave that own native place. Now, what is the problems they face? First of all, they have to decide where to go. And suppose if they leave their own country and they go to the neighboring country, then the second problem is that will that another country, that nation, give us shelter? These all questions are faced by the refugees. And then also they have to take with them the other members also of their family, because they just can't leave their members. They have to take other members also of the family with them. So it involves a lot of physical and emotional stress. Let us continue. Apart from this, there are problems caused by natural elements like heat, rain, storms, as well as shortages of food, sickness, an enemy in pursuit, etc. In this process, many people lose their lives. So, the other problems which these refugees face are the problems which are caused by natural elements, like suppose they are staying in the tents. The place where they are staying is not properly maintained, it's not hygienic for them. There is heat, then rain, storms, shortages of food. They have to adjust all there, and then they can get diseases, or they can be sickness there. Then enemy in pursuit. It can be the place where others are their enemies, and all these things in this process, these refugees, there is a danger for them to lose their lives. Let's continue further. Once the refugees reach a safe place, they have new challenges. They need to find work, a place to live, and other problems of a day to day nature. If the language and culture in the other nation are different, then adjusting to that poses difficulties. There is no assurance that the people in the nation which gives shelters to the refugees will accept them. On the contrary, as the number of refugees increases, the strain on the economy of the host nation increases. A shortage of essential goods is created. There may be an increase in crime or even inflation. The locals may lose their jobs. A problem of law and order may crop up. Many such problems may emerge. Now, students, we will study here that what are the problems which emerge because of this sheltering of the refugees. Now, first of all, they leave their own native place and they go to the neighboring or the adjoining nation. Then there is a problem that how to adjust there, whether they will find work there, whether they will get a place to live, and how they can earn something by doing day-to-day work. Then there is a problem of language. The language may be different of the neighboring country, the culture may be different. Then all these adjustments, all these causes difficulties in their adjusting to to those people and that environment. And then there is no assurance that the people in that nation will give them shelter or will accept them. On the contrary, the number of refugees, if the number of refugees are more, then whichever country they have entered, that country, that host nation, there is an extra strain, or they can say there is an extra stress on the economy of that host nation where these refugees have entered. There can be shortage of essential goods. Then there can be increase in crime and also inflation in the host nation. So also because of these refugees, the local people there may face the difficulties like losing the jobs, then a problem of law and order. All these problems may be created because of these refugees. And due to these problems, many nations, now we will see further, many such problems may emerge. Due to these problems, many nations are not ready to give shelter to refugees and to resettle them. So, many of the countries, they are not ready to take these refugees, to give them shelter in their own country and to resettle them, because there is an extra burden on their own economy. And especially when they themselves are developing nations, then it becomes very difficult for them to take charge of these refugees and to resettle them. Let us continue further, students. In 1951, some provisions were made regarding the question of refugees at the international level. One such provision was that the refugees will not be forcefully sent back to their country against their wishes. Similarly, an office of the High Commissioner of the United Nations has been established to solve their problems. So, in 1951, we can see that some provisions were made for these refugees. First of all, that they will not be forced to go back to their own country. Then, similarly, in the office of the High Commissioner of the United Nations, so United Nations office was established to solve their problems. And you can see there in the picture that how the refugees, it is the UN Refugee Agency. Let us continue. If all nations safeguarded and fostered human rights, exploitation and violence would reduce. Now students, here there is a summary of the lesson. First I will read, then I will explain. All people will be able to achieve their own development safely and securely. Human rights can be more effectively implemented if the environment is safeguarded and if terrorism is completely wiped out. No group of people will have to become refugees. For this, all nations have to come together, cooperate with each other, take concrete action, and bring about actual change. So, if all nations safeguard and they foster human rights, exploitation and violation will reduce. So, all this exploitation, this violence will all become very less. All people will be able to achieve their own development safely, and then human rights can be more effectively implemented if the environment is safeguarded. So first of all, if you safeguard the environment, automatically human rights can be effectively put to use. And if terrorism is completely wiped out, now if terrorism is removed completely, then no people will leave their own place, and there will be not much problem of the no major problem of refugees. Nobody will become refugees, mostly because they are facing the danger in their own motherland, in their own native place. So they have leave and they become refugees. So no people will become refugees if terrorism is completely wiped out. For this, all nations should come together, cooperate with each other, and should take necessary steps, actions to bring about all this actual change. Now students, till here, whatever I have taught you, please read the lesson completely. Now let us see the last line. Next year, we shall study how India has progressed in this direction. Thank you.